Getting serialized in 2011, September 8th, it was the marking for the birth of Tokyo Ghoul, a dark horror fantasy manga where ghouls are regarded as monsters who plagues the world with violence like no other, eating other humans to survive and becoming stronger. And this masterpiece of a story, created by Shuei Ishida, taps into a lot of symbolic themes, but my issue isn't with him necessarily. It's with the anime adaptation we got in 2014 and 2018, which were greatly animated but poorly executed, bad storytelling, and just major plot holes. Now, the sweet Kaneki we can all sympathize with is captured by Jason. No, not that Jason, this Jason. Jason is torturing Kaneki, taking his toes, fingers, over and over again. And Kaneki here gradually turns into white from being black because of the stress he was going through in those 10 days he was getting tortured. And before the torture, he thought of himself as a human, but on the 10th day, he finally accepted himself for what he truly is. And this gory panel shows Kaneki cannibalizing himself in just the raw sense of acceptance. And I think the anime handled the scene perfectly, even though it doesn't resemble the manga at all, because his hair immediately turns white after eating Rize. To give you an insight on what bad storytelling looks like, then listen to this. Kaneki saves Toka from Ayato after he almost beat her half to death. And Kaneki and Ayato immediately start fighting, but Kaneki was seemingly holding back. And then Noro stops the fight and scoops up Ayato and runs off. And you're probably thinking what I'm thinking, right? Let's say it on the count of three. One, two, three. That shit was ass. Now let me show you what actually happened in the manga. Kaneki was literally decimating Naruto, breaking 103 of his bones. Like, look at this. This is just so cold. Like, Kaneki literally told Ayato to shut up and listen. Nah, that's crazy because that could never be me. But to be fair to the anime, they have to censor out a lot of graphic content because Japan production is way different from America's. And they have to meet deadlines every week, so I guess we can cut them some slack.
But anywho,
Some scenes weren't even graphic at all. Like how Kaneki and Toka in the Dove Emergence arc try to throw the CCG off by giving them false information. And we learned that Kaneki is not a ghoul and is indeed a half-breed when he goes through the RC scanner. Like, we just not going to include that either? Instead of Kaneki making his own group, he joins our Giddy. Somehow, even got worse from here. And yes, it does get worse, sadly. And if you use the argument that he did it to protect his friends and become stronger, then fine, I guess. But why does he never try to overthrow them? And can we talk about how he joined? He literally went to some dusty place and Edo was sitting there laughing every 5 seconds whenever he turned around. And yep, he's in the gang now. That has to be a world record. It has to be. And now we gotta get into the pacing. The pacing from Route A to Reed is just terrible. Because even if we try to make sense of it, it just wouldn't work. When you're watching the end of Route A, it's like, okay, Kaneki is carrying his dead friend Hide after he lost too much blood, and Kaneki got a little snacky snack, and he fights Arima, and boom, bottom out. And then you get to Reed, where you don't even think you're watching the same series from the last episode because they show you these new characters that you have no attachment to. Like, it just gets so boring and tiring to watch episode after episode. And then they do the big reveal that Heisei Sasuke is Kaneki just for memory loss. And over time, he becomes the Black Reaper, which is by far the coolest version of Kaneki, hands down. You think the eye patch is the best version of Kaneki? But actually, I kind of agree with you, but not at all. And to put it in perspective, the anime tried to adapt 147 chapters into 24 episodes. Yes, I just said 24 episodes.
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
And I'm guessing you know where this is going. Just threw every character from the series, character development, just right out the window. Takizawa, Amon, Kaneki.
Alright, I get it!
And I think I know you quite well. Yes, I'm talking to you. You go rewatch this same scene just for you to get the same satisfaction you got from the manga. Just listen to it.
I'm done. No more dreaming.
So you're awake?
Yeah, that's right. Now would you shut the hell up?
Bro, chill, chill. I can explain. Let me explain, bro. Let me explain. But in all seriousness, I think it's really sad that you can't get the same feeling that you get from the manga to the anime. Because Sui Ishida was cooking. And did I forget to mention his manga was weekly? Weekly, yes, weekly. And every panel was cooked to actual perfection. While the anime gave us subpar action, undeveloped characters, a bad story. Since I've been hating on the franchise since the video started, I'll give it some credit. It's only fair, right? Because one thing they didn't feel was the fucking music. It was a pop every time. Unravel the undisputed GOAT that you hear in almost every meme, even if it ain't about the anime. Like, literally. I'm not gonna lie, the opening to Route A, I think just growing up, I hated this opening so much because it was just boring and nothing was really happening besides Kaneki just crying. But as I began to listen to Muno more, and it kind of synchronized the feeling you have of Route A and Kaneki's character as a whole. And fun fact about this opening is that when you see these hands reach out for Kaneki, the first set of hands is Rize's, if you never noticed it, because I didn't know until like probably 2 months ago. But these are Rize hands making Kaneki realize what he has become. And the second set of fans is Toka's. I think what they were trying to go for is that Toka is making Kaneki realize that he has to accept what has happened to him and move on from it. And also the fact that she loves him and they're each other's peace. Well, that's how I interpreted it anyway. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm pretty sure you know where this session of the video is going. Yeah, let's talk about the Tokyo Ghoul anniversaries. Every year we get hit with some idiotic bullshit about a remake on the series, and this year was really disappointing. I don't even know if you can call it disappointing because it's been teased so many times. It doesn't even get you hyped for a Brotherhood remake or anymore. And it's just repetitive. This year was just horrible because they literally started a countdown for the series, and everybody was hyping it up so much that I actually tuned in for it and hoping there was going to be a remake. The official X account for Tokyo Ghoul were posting like 3 days left, 2 days left, 1 day left, and then it gets announced that it's a fucking. I can't tell you how much pain and just sick to my stomach I was after just hearing and reading about it. Like, how do you honestly hunt a series for this long to where you announce something that was already getting announced? In the public eye, people honestly view Tokyo Ghoul as a failure because the adaptation we got was just edgy and horrible. It's so sad that it doesn't get the credit it deserves because it's truly a masterpiece. 10 out of 10. It's like everywhere you scroll, you barely see a Tokyo Ghoul edit besides the ones in my video, which are pretty cool. And honestly, it's the anime fault for giving Tokyo Ghoul a bad rep. Like, Tokyo Ghoul is a popular franchise, but it isn't remembered like series like Naruto and Bleach because they actually have good anime adaptations. And we were just not that lucky. We could have got a Ufotable, a Wit Studio, a Mappa, but honestly, I don't know. I'm just sick to my stomach even recording this video, thinking about the anniversaries and the anime. And let me clarify, season one was amazing. A phenomenal. Just literally good. If I haven't said that, 10 out of 10. Well, actually 9 out of 10. I really liked the music choice. Unravel, everything was beautiful. I loved it. Season one is great. Season two, three, and four, nah, you can keep that shit. I suggest you read the manga right now. if I haven't spoiled the whole show for you already. But you could still grasp the feeling and the message Sui Ishida was trying to convey within the manga. And I also recommend that you read the manga while listening to the OSTs because it hits 1,000 times harder. Because when I got to the ending of Remember Me started playing and I couldn't help but feel every emotion: sadness, anger, happiness, and honestly, I just hope for the near future that Tokyo Ghoul directors will stop baiting us with shady announcements about another mobile game or another exhibition they announced the previous year or anything like that. And yeah, that's it for me. And see you in the next one.